Hey guys, what is up? It is the Fast Break Report here bringing you guys another vlog, and we have to talk about the Utah Jazz for a minute, okay? Because I've been very interested in this Dallas Mavericks Utah Jazz matchup. In fact, it has been the most intriguing matchup for me to watch. And the reason it has been the most intriguing matchup for me to watch is because, well, I wanted to see if the Utah Jazz could actually get out of the fucking first round and beat a team like the Dallas Mavericks without Luka Doncic, okay? I had been hearing rumors from Jazz fans that they're bad at closing games, that they don't play defense, and all these crazy things. And, as somebody who's been a fan of basketball, I was thinking to myself, a couple years ago when they drafted Donovan Mitchell and they traded for, I think, Jordan Clarkson and did all these things. I was like, the Jazz might actually be a contender. Back in, a couple years ago, that's what I was thinking when they made all these moves. I was like, shit. I was like, they got Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert starting to come into his own a little bit. I mean, Jordan Clarkson's been like 6th man of the year material since they got him. I mean, and they have Bojan Bogdanovic, who is, he's here or there, but he's still a decent player. And I watched them play last night, and I just couldn't believe what I was watching, okay? Not only did they choke the game away in the last, 5 minutes of the game, I mean, they were up, they got, an 8 or 10 point lead in the middle of the fourth, okay? And then completely gave it up. And they ended up losing the game. But when I tell you I've never seen a more embarrassing display of defense and just pure fucking incompetence, it seems, watching this game, I mean, it was astonishing. I'm not gonna lie, I understand what Jazz fans are saying now when they say, this team, it's the Jazz. They don't close out games. They don't do this. They don't do that. I understand what they're saying now because I've seen I just saw a bunch of shit last night that screamed coaching problems, okay? Fuck the players, fuck the personnel, okay? I'm sorry, when you give up 17 uncontested threes, okay, because nobody is stepping up on fucking screens to defend them, that's a coaching problem. Coaching problem, okay? 17 uncontested fucking... Bro, when I played modified basketball, okay, had we given up 17 fucking threes, the next day in practice, we would have literally ran the entire practice and then focused on fucking defensive jumps and all kinds of shit the entire practice. We wouldn't have even practiced offense. We would have practiced defense the entire practice and probably stayed even longer, okay? I mean, it looked like I was watching a YMCA team out there play the Dallas Mavericks, okay? They're just, playing offense, and when it comes to defense, they're just watching shit. They're like, yeah, there goes another one. I mean, for example, if you guys want a fun stat, okay, the the Utah Jazz, okay, gave up 17 uncontested threes, which is the most of any playoff team in 10 fucking years. 10 years. They gave up more uncontested threes last night than any team who's ever been in the playoffs in 10 fucking years. That is fucking asinine, okay? And then I'm watching them on offense, right? Rudy Gobert down in the paint has Spencer Dinwiddie on him. Fucking Trey Burke on him. Jalen Brunson. He's got position. And nobody's getting mans the ball. Nobody. I mean, Bojan Bogdanovic literally looked at him when Spencer Dinwiddie was on him down in the paint. Gobert has his hand up, get me the fucking ball. And Bojan looks right at him and says, nah, I'm good, fam. I'm just going to take the ball up to the top of the key here for another shitty jump shot. I mean, this is basketball 101. I mean, if you see a mismatch, you exploit it. I mean, we got fucking Julius Randle syndrome over there in Utah, where, Julius Randle's one of those guys that'll have a mismatch and not go to it. Okay, he just won't use it. He'll step out and take a moving fucking mid-range before he posts up a point guard. Okay, we cannot have that in Utah. Okay, if you're the Utah Jazz, okay, you've got a couple things you need to figure out this offseason. So if you're a Jazz fan watching this video, I'm going to tell you what's wrong with your team, okay? The first one, being you need to step up on fucking screens, okay? You need to play some type of defense on three-pointers when you play in a league that emphasizes three-pointers, okay? You can't stand around and let your team get beat by fucking Maxi Kleber and Jalen Brunson, okay? You just can't let it happen, okay? Especially when you're fully healthy and you have Donovan Mitchell out there, Jordan Clarkson, Rudy Gobert. Granted, you got a fucking donut from Michael Conley, which doesn't help. I mean, man's played 22 minutes and scored 0 fucking points, had 4 rebounds, and I think 3 assists. So your starting point guard didn't really help you last night. I mean, you need to figure out the coaching issue. Quinn Snyder's got to go. I'm sorry, these mistakes, these basketball 101 mistakes, missing a guy down in the post who's wide open when he has an obvious mismatch, not stepping up on fucking threes. I mean, their offense seems kind of like, whoever offense. They don't, it doesn't seem like they actually run any plays to I don't think I saw Rudy Gobert do one screen and roll all night, and when he did, they didn't get him the fucking ball. I mean, if you're the Utah Jazz, do yourself a favor. Fire Quinn Snyder and get yourself somebody who emphasizes defense. You don't even got to worry about the Rudy Gobert post-ups, but it would be nice to see a Donovan Mitchell Rudy Gobert connection a little bit better. Just make that better. Maybe get Rudy Gobert more involved in your fucking offense. That would help as well. I mean, I'm sorry, but when players are not stepping up to play defense on threes on screens, and you have obvious mismatches in the post that are going by the wayside because for whatever reason nobody wants to pass Rudy Gobert the ball. I mean, these are coaching issues. I mean, it's just like I could literally go down to my local YMCA and find 5 fucking players who are more passionate about playing defense and have a better idea of what it is to play defense than the fucking Utah Jazz did last night. I mean, I've never seen a basketball team ever in my life, unless they were intentionally fucking losing or intentionally tanking. I've never seen a team like Royce O'Neal that will come up and set a screen, or not Royce O'Neal, Maxi Kleber will come up and set a screen for Jalen Brunson, right? And because nobody switches on that, Rudy Gobert, who's down in the paint, has to come run out to the fucking three-point line to try and defend the three-point shot because Royce O'Neal won't rotate or step up on the three. You can't have that, okay? Rudy Gobert is a Defensive Player of the Year candidate almost every fucking year, but he's not a great perimeter defender. The Utah Jazz's defense literally stops at Rudy Gobert. That's where it stops, because everybody else on that team sucks at defense, or I don't know how. It blows my mind to see players that are just standing around watching dudes shoot threes. I've never in my life, okay, in my entire lifetime of actually playing basketball, okay, even just in recreational play, I've never seen anybody just not contest a shot. I've never seen anybody not give 0 effort to contesting a shot. I saw it 17 times last night. Jalen Brunson and Maxi Kleber. Who the fuck are they? I mean, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. If you're the Utah Jazz, that's what your fucking your mindset should be after last night's game. You got beat by Maxi Kleber and Jalen Brunson, okay? When you had Donovan Mitchell, Mike Conley, Rudy Gobert, Jordan Clarkson, Bojan Bogdanovic, okay? You had all these guys available to you. Royce O'Neal, you had your full roster. They are missing Luka Doncic, one of the best players in the fucking league, okay? They are missing their best player, and they scraped you last night. I mean, in the last 5 minutes of the game, it all collapsed. So, I don't know, man. You know what? If you ask me, and this is my personal opinion, I don't think it's a personnel issue with the players that they have. I think you need to reconsider your head coach. Okay? Get a better head coach, somebody who actually kind of cares about defense. And You also need to find some way to get Rudy Gobert more involved. Okay? Donovan Mitchell's very good. They have a lot of good players on that team, but they are vastly underperforming for what they have on that fucking team. Okay? And it's partially because you don't get Rudy Gobert more involved. 17 uncontested threes. 17 uncontested fucking threes. My fucking varsity head coach would have had a fucking heart attack